Friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little dog Ellie, and today is Ellie's 8th birthday. So she has on some happy birthday, like a happy birthday outfit. She's got a big bow on her hair, and she has a happy birthday necklace. She is having a good day, and she might get a few special treats tonight after she eats her dinner. 8 years is kind of a long time. I think they call her a senior dog now at the vets, which I don't really think is true, but I think they call her that. So I'm looking to see here if I'm live. There we go. Hi friends, how are you? I see that a couple of you are on to celebrate Ellie's birthday. And good to see you. I haven't seen you here before. And Pam, good to see you. And who else? Yes, 8 years old. That's Ellie. She's good, but she's really calmed down. She was a lot spunkier when she was young. And now she's just a sweet little lap dog. She really is. Can you say hi for happy birthday? Say hi to them. They're wishing you happy birthday. She's always just interested in her nap at this time of day. I think I have some lights on, and I think they warm her up and make her feel kind of sleepy. But I wanted her to celebrate her birthday with you. So I have been really busy working, preparing my ribbon and paper shares that many of you ordered. And I've been a busy bee. I've had some sweet friends who have come around to help me cut paper and wrap bows, actually ribbon, and package it for you. And so I am so excited for you to get these paper and ribbon shares. They are beautiful. Hey, Kay, good to see you. And Ellie has been right under the table trying to catch some of the ribbons and papers that might fall. So she's been doing her job as we've been cutting and wrapping over here. And my table is still full of it behind. That's my work table back behind me where I do all my work. So that's been what's been going on here. Now, the new catalog. I can see that she wants to get down and take a little birthday nap. So I'm going to let her do that. And we are going to take a good look. Hey, Pam and Kay. We're going to take a good look at our new catalog today, and I have some a couple interesting things to show you. So let me get the camera up here. And finally, as you know, we talked about it the other day, we can finally open the catalog, which is so exciting. I love getting this catalog open. And I'd love to know, what are your favorite sets? Leave me a note. Yes, you got your card, Pam. I'm glad you got it. I was a little slow. I am just slow on mailing. You might as well just know that. If I'm supposed to mail you something, I mean to, but it might take me a week or so to get it out. Not with my shares and not with my catalogs, but with my with other things. I'm just a little slow, so give me some grace on that. Thank you so much. Okay, hi Patricia, good to see you. Yes, Ellie is a wonderful companion. So let's open this gorgeous catalog. Now I still don't have everything in it. I don't have this Expressions in Ink set. But girls, tell me what you think, the stamps that you've gotten and you might like, that you like so far or that you're hoping to get. Because there is just so much beauty in this catalog. I've said it on my blog and I'll say it again. This catalog is absolutely beautiful, and I think a lot of it is because I love the colors so much. They're so rich. Hi Diane, you do like the Etched in Nature. Excellent. Excellent. Thanks Patricia for sharing. Here is a full spectrum of all the colors that they have, and I think my camera's so close it can't even show all the beautiful colors. This is one thing I love about Stampin' Up! Is the colors, and they're just here they're telling us some things about all that they do, and one of the biggest things is color coordination, which I love, and we're going to take advantage of that today. Let me hear some of your other favorite sets. So I wanted to show you today a couple of stamp sets that you might have overlooked. They might be ones that they're not the big flashy ones, but the ones I wanted to show you we're going to use today, and the first one is Create with Friends. I don't know if you saw this one, and it's just a stamp set, no die set or punch with it. It was created by $1 Million Sales Achiever Jennifer Cotton, and it has beautiful big words, and then, hi Allison, flower punch with 2 sizes. Yes, Patricia, I'm with you on that. So I'm going to try to get this so you can, I don't know that I can get it so you can see it totally. There you go. Now you can see all the fun words. It reminds me of the Perennial set, because that had 1 big word, happy, and other little ones. And this is 5 big words. And you might have missed it. It's an inexpensive stamp set. It's only $17. Let me pull it out here because we're going to use it today and you can actually see it better. I really like it. It doesn't use the word happy that we have before. Pam has too many on the list. I'm not surprised. But it has a lot of great sentiments, and I have grown to really love the big words. So we're going to use that today. And the other one we're going to use that is kind of a hidden set, a little hidden gem that you might not have seen, is Henna Hearts. Did anyone notice this? I guess maybe it's supposed to be like tattoos or something. I don't know why they call it Henna Hearts, but I think they're beautiful. And they've made this card up here with it in the catalog. They have used the little swirls in gold. I think they've heat embossed them in gold. But I think it's just beautiful. I really like it. And I'll get out the set here so that you can see that. Thanks, Linda. Thank you so much for sharing. And here is the stamp set, Henna Hearts. I don't know, I just loved it right away the minute I saw it. And we're going to use it today. Specifically, we're going to use these 2 stamps. I love the swirls. I just really like it. So let's take a look at today's card. Let me just get this out of the way here. And here is the card I have for you today using those 2 stamp sets. You can see the henna heart is here, and it is stamped in our beautiful polished pink. And here's that other swirl stamp I told you about. And the happy is from the Create with Friends. All I've used is happy. And it's so nice to have these little words that just pop right in. You can just cut around them. That's like a 1/2 inch piece of basic white cardstock. And we're going to cut this beautiful rectangle using the scallop contour dies. These are a no-brainer. These are the ones that I really recommend. If you get any dies, get these dies. They are amazing. So let's get started. Our card is kind of simple, but I have a little technique to show you too that you might not have seen, and we're going to do that first thing. The 2 colors in this card are, I mentioned, the polished pink, but the other color is Evening Evergreen. And I wanted to show you this baker's twine. I colored from white baker's twine. And here's the white baker's twine. You know I usually keep mine on the old-fashioned clothespin. And I wanted to show you how to color it using a Stampin' Blend marker. You might know this already, but I wanted to remind you of it or let you know if you don't know of it. And the reason we're doing this now is because you want to do it early before you need it so that it has time to dry. And it's really easy to do. And I am using here a little silicone mat that Stampin' Up sells because I can wash it off. And that way I don't get ink all over anything except the little mat. And so all you do is just go over the baker's twine with and I'm using the brush end of the Stampin' Blend marker. And just kind of make sure it rolls over a little bit so that you can get it colored. You don't have to be super exact. And because the Stampin' Blend markers do kind of spread, the ink spreads a little bit because it's alcohol ink, it really is fairly quick to color. And I'm just going to color about what I think I'm going to need for today's card. So what this means for you is you can have baker's twine in any coordinating color that Stampin' Up! Has. We do make some different baker's twine. We make, let me see, we have a new 4-pack in the new catalog. And the new 4-pack has white, black, and I don't know what other 2 colors. I can't remember. Gray, maybe, and 1 other color. And so just grab some of that white and color it with your Stampin' Blend marker. Isn't that easy? I'm just going to do a little bit more. I want to make sure, I like to have enough when I tie something so that we can make a pretty bow. And then we're going to set this off to the side to dry while we make the rest of our card. And you might get your fingers just a tad bit inky. But that's nothing new for us, is it? Okay, I think that should be enough. So I'm just going to snip that off, and we're going to set it off to the side to dry while we prepare the rest of our card. Okay, check my fingers. Oops, I got a little ink on them. I'm going to get that off. And let's get out our card base. Today we're going to use just a regular standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. And let me grab one of my bone folders here to fold that just right. I did get some ink on my pad. I guess it's below where you can see it, but I did down below my first time. That's why I pulled out the silicone mat. Now, this beautiful piece of light pink paper is from the hand-penned Designer Series paper. I saw this paper. You all know I love pink. Oh, it's crumb cake. Okay, thank you. And this is the reverse side of the hand-penned, this particular sheet of the hand-penned Designer Series paper. And when I saw this beautiful light pink with those flowers on it, I just went nuts. I really did. And I've already gotten three packs of the paper just so I can use this one. And the others. There are other beautiful papers, but I love this. Okay, so now we've got our first piece glued down, and that was 5 1/4 by 4. And now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the beautiful henna heart. And I've got it already mounted here on a big block. I think this might be an F block. Let's check. Did you ever know that you can check right over here? E. It's an E block. There's a little circle in here that you can read. I don't know that you can see it, and it says an E block, so you know which one you need. Or, of course, you could use your Stamparatus, right? And I'm going to get out my polished pink ink, and we're just going to ink that stamp up. It is so pretty. I just love the way all the swirls and everything. And I'm going to try to get it right in the center. This is just kind of a rectangular scrap of basic white paper. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I just love this Henna Hearts set. And I mean, it's good year round, but not to mention also for Valentine's Day. Now what I'm going to do is use the scallop contour dies on this piece. And I'm going to run it through the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I guess it's, yeah, mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And so we're just going to get it positioned right up here. These scallop dies, love, love, love. Okay, here we go. You know, my paper might be just a little bit too wide. I mentioned in my other video the other day that it should be about 3 inches. So I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can see that, I'm just gonna cut a little bit off so it runs through more smoothly. I don't want it to catch on anything. And let's see if we can get this centered nicely. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We'll put our top plate on top. Diana, hello from Kingston, North Carolina. Kinston. Good to see you. How's your weather there? Here we go. We're just gonna run this little guy through. It does take a little tiny bit of effort, a little muscle. Click. Okay. Oh, I did it crooked. I got it crooked, look at that. So we learn. I put it in a little bit crooked. Alrighty, well that is why I have a second piece just for occasions like this. You know, I don't really mind if you see me make mistakes because truthfully we all do. And this way you can learn from what I do. And maybe you won't do it. I think, you know, part of it is because I'm looking sideways. I know I'm making excuses for myself, but I think that is part of the reason. Okay, let's try it again. Beautiful heart, beautiful henna heart. Now, this time, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and just put this straight on for me. Okay, so I can just really concentrate here, because that is the best way to do it. Because I'm not used to really doing it kind of crooked from the side, if you know what I mean. Okie dokie. There we go. Hopefully this will turn out better. I've got to exercise my arm muscles more. I can see that. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted right there. I had just slid it in crooked. Alrighty. Oh, Diana, it rained off and on, and the temperature switched back and forth from 55 to 77 and then back down to 60 with lots of sunshine in between. Oh, I bet your plants love it. I bet your plants love it. Okay, so here is our card base, and here is this beautiful piece now, our henna heart piece. Isn't that pretty? And I just want to bring out about these dies. Every one of the scallop dies here, the scallop contour dies, is a little different than every other one. When you get them, you'll see, for example, look at this little tinier, the smallest one. It has little circle dots going all around. This one has smaller scallops, and it has these lines that you can slide things through. I'm going to do that one of these days. This one has dashes. This one has scallops with holes in the middle. And this one has not dashes, but tiny dots. Isn't that just neat? I mean, they are really very neat. 49 degrees and raining in Virginia. Wow. That's why it's more lush back there than it is out here. We have bougainvillea and palm trees and a lot of pretty plants, but we don't get the rain that you guys get. Okay, let's pull in now our baker's twine that we colored, and we're going to put it around our scalloped piece. You know, I wanted to add a second color, okay, and so I decided on the evening evergreen, and I wanted to add it in a way that it wasn't, because we have beautiful evening evergreen ribbon, right? But I thought this card didn't call for the bigger ribbon. It really called for a little more simplicity. And so that's why I ended up coloring the baker's twine. And now we're just going to tie a little bow. The baker's twine, when it dries, it becomes a little bit stiff, which is handy because it's a little bit easier to tie with. And there we have a little bow. I'm going to see if we can tighten it up a bit. Yeah, that kind of worked. And remember, with your bows, you can manipulate them. Don't get discouraged and say, oh, that doesn't look good, because you just make those loops and those tails just the way you want them. Don't let them discourage you. And I'm going to just leave that like that, the tails like that long, so that we can cut them at the place we want to. Okay, let's put this piece on now. 62 and sunny in Wilmington. Yes, Patricia, they are beautiful dies, and it is wonderful to have the variety. I think Stampin' Up! Is great with that. Now I'm going to put a couple of the dies right on the back over the baker's twine, because it'll be great to hold, the dimensionals will hold the baker's twine in place, which makes me feel better as a card maker that it's not going to slip off. So we're going to take the little dimensionals covers off and place this on our card front. Again, it's an easy card. It's a simple card, but I think it's striking in its, I just think it's beauty. I just love the hearts and the colors. Okay, and there we've got our little tails now. Let's see what we want, how we feel about the tails. I like to leave them somewhat long. Let's just leave them like that today. And now we're ready for our happy word. Our happy word. And I've got a little strip of that 1/2 inch basic white paper, and we're going to stamp it in the Evening Evergreen ink. We're going to, it's a photopolymer stamp, but this is very padded. My surface right here is very padded. It's like 2 desk pads on top of each other. So I'm not going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat today, but if you have a hard surface and no padding, you would definitely want to do that. Okay, ink that up. I'm going to bring it a little closer to my head so I can see. And there's our happy. Easy to stamp. It's an easy block letters. In that it's photopolymer, you can see really easily. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, you know, I like to use this little baby, and unfortunately it's not available anymore, but it works so well for things like this. And I'm going to just cut on each side of this happy because it's better than using my hand, my freehand cutting. I'm also going to trim this down just a tiny bit. You can definitely do this with scissors. I just find it's a little straighter if I do it with that little trimmer, and you can definitely use your own paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to bring back our heart, and all we do is we're going to put that happy right on top of there with some little mini dimensionals. So let's do that. It just takes 2 little mini dimensionals on the back to raise it up. And don't you think it's a simple card, but easy, and you could use it for so many things, you know, happy, so it could be happy birthday, it could be happy anniversary. Help me think of some other things it could be for. What other things would you use this for? Happy, it could be happy graduation, it could be for a girl, lots of things. Now I'm going to pull in some of the new in color jewels. These are so beautiful, and I'm going to use the ones that are the Evening Evergreen ones because they're so pretty, and I think it really brings in that deep green color here. And we're just going to put 3 right around here. Did that sticky stuff stay on? Yes. Okay. Alrighty, and let's put one right down here. Let's see. Check that that's going to stick on. Sometimes the little sticky stuff moves, but it looks like it's going to stay right there. Let me see if I can hold it so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? I hope you like wedding or engagement. Excellent. Okay, now what I want to show you is the other stamp, the beautiful, just swirly stamp. And I've got an envelope. I thought I had an envelope here. No. Oh, here, no, that's an already stamped one. Okay, well, we definitely have the inside of the card, and we're going to stamp it with this, again, our polished pink. And I just want to show you how beautiful this stamp is. We could use it for so many things. And you just might see it just out of nowhere on some of my cards because it's so gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love this stamp set. And it's like a sleeper. I think it's a sleeper stamp set. I mean, you're not going to use it every day, but it's a wonderful one to pull out. And there's the envelope that I previously stamped for the other card. I think this is a beautiful stamp set. I recommend it to you, along with definitely Create with Friends. I think this is going to be very usable for all of us. And these are both in the new catalog. I want to also remind you about the joining special. If you have a long list, and I've told you this is why I joined Stampin' Up, which is basically just purchasing the Ultimate Bundle. Right now you're getting $30 free additional product if you join for $99. There's absolutely, yes, Pam, you're going to want to buy both these sets. There's no obligation. I know that some of you on here are demonstrators, and there's no obligation. Really, it's just fun. You get 4 months. You don't have to buy a single other thing, but if you do, it's 20% off. And if you join under me, you'd be on my team, and my team actually has a lot of fun. I just want to encourage you with that because I like you guys so much. I see you over there and jotting things down. You're so cute and you know each other. I just love it. I love my Facebook Live friends. So these are the two stamps I wanted to show you today, and those scallop contour dies. Be sure you get those. I have a link up above this Facebook Live that you can, let me just go down like this. I have a link up above to my store, so you can shop in my store, and there's a little search, what do I call it, like a magnifying glass, and you can just search if you want to find Create with Friends or Henna Hearts. You just search in that little search box and it'll pull right up. And I will be posting these probably Monday or Tuesday along with a replay of this Facebook Live on my blog, and I'll have all the items tagged straight to my shop. So thank you, Paula. Good to see you, my friend Paula. She's a fellow demonstrator. So I hope you guys will have a fabulous weekend. It's nice. We can relax. That's what I like about doing a Facebook Live Friday, is that we can just, from now on, we just relax. It's a good start to our weekend, and we can stamp our little hearts out. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.